Hey, how's it going, folks? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling News Today. It is Wednesday, January 27th, right after NXT and AEW Dynamite. And I guess the biggest story coming out of AEW's Dynamite is the challenge that was issued earlier during the AEW Awards from Shaquille O'Neal to Cody Rhodes. During the actual show, Cody Rhodes did address Shaquille O'Neal. He was out there with Arn Anderson. And then Red Velvet came out as Arn Anderson brought her out as a special guest. Cody originally wanted Brandy Rhodes to team up with him to face Shaquille O'Neal and Jade Cargill. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen due to the fact that Brandy Rhodes is pregnant. And instead, it looks like we're going to get Red Velvet and Cody Rhodes teaming up instead. So Shaquille O'Neal is going to pretty much make his AEW debut at March 7th's Revolution pay-per-view. They said the ball's in his court now, him and Jade's court, to respond. But clearly this match is going to happen March 7th at AEW Revolution. It is a Sunday night, different from the regular Saturday night. And it'll be interesting to see Shaquille O'Neal back in the ring. Last time we seen him on WrestleMania 32 in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Then they were trying to set up a match between him and the Big Show. I guess they just couldn't work something out. Shaq has gone on record stating that at first it was going to be a singles match, then it was going to be a multi-person match, and then they couldn't make up their mind. And then when WWE finally came calling to him, he said he had other obligations. So finally going to see Shaquille O'Neal in the ring. And since it is a tag team match, obviously the whole match won't be him and Cody. They'll be able to have some of the women in their wrestle as well and put in that time in that match. So it should be interesting. AEW Revolution is also going to have a tag team match. The Young Bucks will put up their titles if they do win the Tag Team Battle Royal. They get to choose their opponents at Revolution. That Tag Team Battle Royal is next week at Beach Break. Also, Kip Sabian and the Penelope Ford wedding, Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa, and Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Jon Moxley, Phoenix, and Pac. And the Young Bucks teased tonight during Dynamite that, if they pick their opponents, that could be the Good Brothers at AEW Revolution. So they're clearly teasing something between those two teams. AEW did have their awards, their AEW Dynamite Awards, on Bleacher Report ahead of AEW Dynamite. We can go over all of the winners right now, as they had many different categories, and there was a total of 436,000 votes for these awards. The best moment on the mic goes to Cody Rhodes accepting the dog collar match from the Exalted One, Brody Lee. The biggest surprise was Sting's AEW debut. The breakout star for a male was Darby Allin. Breakout star for a female was Akira Shida. The biggest beatdown was the Inner Circle jumping Orange Cassidy. High Flyer Award goes to Rey Fenix of the Lucha Bros. Hardest moment to clean up after goes to the parking lot brawl featuring the Best Friends, Orange Cassidy versus Santana and Ortiz. The biggest WTF moment was Kenny Omega winning the AEW championship after defeating Jon Moxley and walking out. The LOL Award, or LOL Award, goes to the Young Bucks super kicking MJF into the pool on the Jericho Cruise. And the best Twitter follow was Nyla Rose. And the Bleacher Report pay-per-view moment of the year was the Stadium Stampede match at AEW Double or Nothing. On the NXT side of things, we are advancing in to the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Men's and women's edition had two matches on the men's side, round 2 matches. MSK, they're obviously pushing these two former Rascals as they did defeat Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. And then also the Grizzled Young Vets defeated Kushida and Leon Ruff. On the women's side, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Aaliyah and Jessie Camilla. They were supposed to have a match between Kurt Stallion and the NXT Cruiserweight Champion Santos Escobar, but that didn't happen as there was an attack backstage on Kurt Stallion. They did make the match now. It will go down next week during during NXT on USA. So far, we do have for the semifinals, we do have the Grizzled Young Vets in the semifinals on the men's side and MSK on the semifinals on the men's side as well. And in the semifinals, we have The Way so far. And then there's still a match between Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. I believe that's going to be on 205 Live this upcoming week on Friday after SmackDown. As far as other news goes for tonight, those are the biggest stories as of right now. Obviously, if we do hear anything else, you'll be able to check that out on healbynature.com for your 24-hour news. We will be back tomorrow with more.